Final quarter action of the 2008 Pineapple Hotel Cup, and the Western Magpies have certainly put themselves in with a chance because they will kick with the aid of a fairly healthy breeze to the right of screen. 12-17 plays 10-6, but it's Palm Beach who gets the first kick out of the centre square.
And Bloom, who's been a good player. Well done by Rosinski. You've got to pay that. He had plenty of purchase on that, and he'll take the mark there. Bloom, who's certainly been in Palm Beach's best players. Kicks out towards where Fife, who's been pretty good across half-back, gets the ball, dished off there by Palm Beach. Big, just needs to force a contest here and try and lock it in. Well chased there by Thompson, but they've got the numbers across the far side. Flynn, who's been a resolute defender, being chased there by Fowler, gets his kick, comes out to the far side, and all going to ground with a big Lowry, won by Pope. The Magpies have got the numbers here. Pope, geez, a nice mover, moving above the ground, but the ball's gone out of bounds. Now, it's very hard to boys in the bar. I know they can see the boundary line from there.
200 metres away.
There you go. And we'll have a boundary thrown in front of the what's that? The bank company, is it?
The what?
The bank company scoreboard.
Bendigo Bank, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh no, the bank company.
The bank company.
There's Bendigo's on there.
Or knocked out there, or a good clearance. All going to ground though was might have been McAllister. Win the ball back, comes out the big Moore, tries to load up the barrel. Geez, Mr. Gillespie teases you, doesn't he? Comes out there towards Drake. Drake wins the footy. Handballs goes one way, gives it off to Dave DeBono. DeBono, good little back pocket play, kicks the ball down the line. It's going to pitch. How's it going to go for more? It's going to pitch and go out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary throw in. And no, it's gone out in full. Boundary umpire said. So the windmill must have really got a hold of that one as we've gone about a minute and a half into this last quarter.
So here's the Western Magpies kicking it long and high inside 50. Big backup plays.
Got it.
3 up, the big fella in front. Is that your boy?
No, it's Barton.
That's Barton, isn't it?
Yep.
That's the boy that kicked all those goals. Joshua Barton. He's kicked 4. He kicked 3 in 3 minutes in that third term. He's going to fire on goal to reduce the margin again. So in comes Barton, a pretty reliable shot on goal. He'll kick from 40 metres out, no angle to speak of, deliberates, and he pumps the air. So he celebrates, and he's kicked 5.
Yes, Josh Barton, who earlier this year played for the Country Stockman up there at Townsville. Been a known goal kicker in the Pineapple Hotel Cup, as we mentioned before. Former Ipswich Eagles player, played a bit of State Association footy at Ipswich. I think he might even work in the Defence Force. But he's a true full forward, isn't he? Once he goes back there, he slots it. He's a lovely shot for goal, and he's the major goal scorer on the ground. Corey Fulton's got 4 for Palmy, and he's got 5 for the Magpies. But 17 points now. And it's game on. Umpire Friend bounces a lovely bounce too. Gives both ruckman a good knock by Lowry. Jumped early. Here's Wenham. Won the clearance again. Gives it over there to Heffernan Roper. Heffernan Roper gets on the left foot. Kicks inside. No. Going to ground there was Thompson. Couldn't win it. Comes back out. Screwing the ball around there was Luke Scott. Gee, he kicked it nicely too. He kicked it very nicely. And no Barracan there, Dean, on the camera too. No Barracan for the Magpies too, please. We've got to be impartial here. And it's behind the Magpies and 16-point ball.
So, Marty, we're only 3 or 4 minutes into the final term. What's your prediction here? Palm Beach to hang on with some cool heads, or Western Magpies got their tail up? Can they run over the top?
Well, look, there's a trainer thought that if the Magpies, are within 5 goals, their fitness and their younger legs and things like that might be able to run over the top. But in saying that, I can't see any reason why Palm Beach can't kick 3 goals. If they kick 3 goals, it's going to make it very hard for the Magpies.
Ball on the half-back flank, out of side, big pack of players. Spills out the back to Barton. He has another shot on goal, but he's under pressure, so it's out of bounds on the full. And of course, grand final, Marty, no matter what level you play at, it's a greater intensity in terms of the running that's required. So it'll be interesting to see how both sides do. And you made a good call earlier. As the players get tired, they tend to go to ground too easily. So the side that can hold their feet and run it out might be able to take this one out.
But the other thing I think we've got to commend both sides on, Griffo, their attack on the footy's been great. They've been disciplined.
Yes.
And they've played a good brand of footy. So let's hope for that for the last quarter. Corey Fulton marks the ball out on the far side, and full credit to Corey. He's pushed up the ground, probably played in a role that he's not totally used to, but he's done very well. In front was Rosinski. Wins the footy, gives it off. He's strong in the contest, Rosinski. Gives it off to Big Moore. Well done, big fella. Kept his hands free, but his handball missed the target. Fulton picks it up, screws the ball back inside forward 50. Behind his Ianson. Good spoil there by Dowley. He looked like he'd been led underneath the footy. Ianson takes the ball over the line, and umpire Fawcett will call for a boundary thrown in front of that Palm Beach sign over the far side. What's it say, Dino, that Palm Beach?
BBC back-to-back big deal.
Okay. Good hush.
It was very hard. So the boundary throw-in, it'll be the youngster Moore up against the more experienced Michael Hansen there. Comes out the back. Good work there. Comes to Reinhardt. Tries to screw it around the body. Touched off the boot. Handball was a little bit hard, but it eventually spills out to Perez.
Goal.
And that's the goal into the breeze that they were looking for. So that's a very handy goal, Marty, because Western Magpies had their tail up a bit, but a little bit of loose checking there to stop his situation.
Yeah, but I said if they can kick 3 goals, I think they'll be very, very hard to beat. Like, you know, no matter what the wind's favouring, I think you always back the team that has got a bit of a buffer, and they took a 23-point lead in, and it's all square again. I think we're back to 22 points here, but we've only gone a couple of minutes, and let's remember that last quarter went 35 minutes, so who knows what could happen here. But Big Moore's been good. The young fella, he's shown a bit. Lowry's a good ruckman. He palms the ball well with his left hand, and centre clearances are critical. Let's checking to see where young Wenham is. Maybe would like to see him on the other side just so he can get a bit of forward momentum onto the footy, because he's very, very good when he can run forward.
So Fawcett puts the leather down to turf. We'll see these stoppages, these ruck contests out of the centre square are so important as the Lions go into attack again. But there's Dowley. Gives off to Fritz. High ball towards a wing position. He's got to go there, the Western Magpie player. But Palm Beach have got the numbers. For the ball there to Reinhardt. Good work there to Fife, who's been a good player all day. Unable to control the footy there was Luke Scott. Ball up towards the half-forward flank again, and Dowley showing his experience, reads it nicely, gives it off there to McAvoy, and he's going to go out wide there to his teammate there and Heffernan Roper. He's got further field Val Pope, and he goes in that direction, ball on a true centre wing. Further field there, he's got Adam Gillespie, but he ignores that lead. He might go longer there towards Thompson. In fact, he's going to come back inboard, which is probably a good play because everything was covered down the line. And it comes there to Jenky Kane, kicks in towards centre half forward. Palmer's got the numbers again there. 5 from behind, but it's a good effort there by Scott. No mark, play on because there were a heap of hands on the footy. Strong Palm Beach defence bullocks their way out. And the numbers are out here in favour of Palm Beach as it comes out to Carroll, the skipper. And he might just be happy to slow things down a little bit and kick it long down the line. I reckon that breeze has died off, Marty.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Griffo. I reckon it's died off a fair bit. Good lead to space there by Reinhardt just to hang on to the footy. I reckon we could certainly do with someone getting this water carrier off out of the corridor.
Where is he?
He's been sitting in the middle of the ground. No need for him to be on the ground whatsoever.
What's he doing?
The same bloke who was out there without a bottle before. Chip down the line there.
Why is he just standing there spectating?
Drake could certainly pay that mark. And he takes the mark. Comes back inside the ground. Gives it over there to Hill. Hill, who started the game really, really well, but has died out and was very good in winning the middle. I don't know if that's gone 15. Umpire says yes, it has. Still just hanging on to the footy here, Palm. He might go back to Hill. No, goes to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's got Hill still open. Now they've got a man, they've got the overlap. Kick just finds a target and Nick Baker takes the mark. Baker can square it off to Flynn. Flynn takes the mark. No need to hurry, but Flynn does. They do have a bit of space up forward. Kicks it long towards Fulton. Fulton throws himself out of the contest. Comes over to Heffernan Roper. His handball misses the target. Comes back, butters up again. Comes out there to Val Pope, who's lifted his rating in the second half. He kicks it out to Scott, and Luke Scott takes the mark. And just hang on, just need a few runners further forward. Scott chips the ball over the top. Giving him a target there was Val Pope, and he'll just weigh up his options here and to see what Big Hamill's pushed down the line there, led towards where the scoreboard is. Leads his man underneath the ball, dropped what he should have probably taken. Kick forward there by the Magpies. Here's a go. Gillespie needs to head it on. Comes out there to the big fella Barton again. Very elusive, hard to tackle. He's run a fair way. Kicks it, screws the ball round, screws it to Rosicki, and no, he's dropped the mark. Good umpiring there. They didn't pay the mark. Looked like he might have taken it. Comes back out to Rosicki again. Might have been taken high. Dean says it was taken high. Rosicki's down the ground. The umpire's called play on. Fisher gets it and kicks it out to this side wing where Jansen leads in the race for the ball.
Marty, have a spell. You've done well. Good play there by Jansen to tap it forward. And Butters up desperately. Needs to move it on because he's outnumbered. Good work there by the Magpie defence. Comes out here to Jack Burford. He just steadies, but the ball's kicked, touched off the boot. Good work there by the little fella in Bloom. And the ball eventually goes out of bounds as the shadows starting to lengthen at Merrimack Oval. About 12 minutes into or approaching 15 minutes, I would have thought, into the final term. 95 plays 73. Ball back into play. Palm Beach, you get a quick kick forward. They're
all tired.
They're just about out on their feet, Marty. Boys are really struggling to lift their legs. It's been a good player, Rosinski, as he measures his options. He needs to kick it quickly, and he does. All the numbers seem to be with the Magpies. Big jump there by Hamill, went up a little bit too early. Comes out to Adrian Hill, the experienced Adrian Hill, former Broadbeach player, of course.
And Southport, he played out around Southport as well. He's got Lowry here close. And Lowry will take the mark. Robbie's back on our side, here he is.
He is. He's having a look at the crowd, Robbie.
Yeah.
It's all happening.
Big Lowry gets the ball. Oh, geez, it come off the outside of the foot. Frizz leads his man under the ball. Rosinski, oh, gee, I reckon he had a fair bit of that, Rosinski. And Hambles, no. Deliberate. Off the ground. I think it was a clear mark, that one. I'll agree with that time, Dino. No, 50-50, sorry. And there's Robbie looking at the box. Let's have a look at the front.
On you, Robbie.
Yeah, lovely throw in too. Nice and deep. Gives the ruckman both an opportunity. Good knock there. Well done by Big Moore too. He butted up McAvoy. That's the ball. Get it out there to the runners and Dowling. Gee, he's got a bloke who's broken too. Judson's going to miss him. He's going to have to come back inboard. Kicks the ball. It's going to have to get over the top. It does. And you'd back Big Dave Hamill from here, Griffo. He's a big kick of the footy. It's been amazing. Once they spread the ball and get a bit of space, they look so much better than Magpies rather than that prop and cop mark and kick game they were playing in the first half. Girls got the Coronas down here on the sidelines, I noticed too. Here's Hamill. Very, very deliberate. I tell you what, it looks all right. It's a lovely kick by Big Hamill. It's still there, and that's his second, Big David Hamill. And the Magpies kick their 12th. So they're still certainly right in this game. We've got a 16-point ball game now. They go to 12-7-79, trailing Palm Beach 13-17-95. Who's in contention for the Ray Polder medal?
Oh, well, there's been a lot of good players. I think, as you mentioned, Reinhardt's been pretty good for Palm Beach. Marty Fisher was pretty consistent. Adrian Hill had a blistering first quarter, but he's faded out a little bit. Orlando Bloom's been solid, as has Matty Flynn. So, and Fife in defence has been a good player in the half-back flank.
Oh, here's Judson again. Ball was touched. You're going to have to get rid of it. Oh, it's knocked out in the tackle. Comes out there to Fife, as you said. Just keeps his head in the contest. Gives it over to Josh McLaughlin. McLaughlin wins the footy. Comes outside there to Corey Fulton, I think it is. Yep. Fulton wins the footy. Kicks the ball back inside. Oh, attack on the footy there by Frizz. Comes out there to Matty Flynn. Flynn squares it up. Players in the goal square, but he's kicked the ball too high. And it's gone over there to McAvoy. McAvoy's going to try and draw his man. He does, Hansen. It's in good hands with Rosinski. Needs to square it up. Oh, he's got to square it up to young Heffernan Roper. Well done there by Jubilar. Strong in the contest. Comes out to Neilopoulos, who's been quiet. Kicks the ball down the line to Thompson. Just needs a contest from Thompson. Brings the ball to the ground. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It was a good contest. And we'll have a boundary throw. And Robbie had to move the angles here just to make sure.
Because the runner got it sit in the box.
And he got it spot on there.
It's supposed to be in the box.
We'll have a boundary throw in.
95 plays 79.
Billy.
Thanks, Billy. I'm right, Billy. I'm right, mate. As the ball comes now, the umpires found a free kick. It's going to the Western Magpies. They need to move it forward. The youngster Moore, right on the sponsor's logo there. Kicks out wide. Need a jump from behind. Good courage there in front by Palm Beach. Contest was provided. At the ground level there is Luke Scott. Ball out of bounds.
And Robbie was right on the spot again. Crowd really getting into this game. We've gone 14 minutes.
Still plenty of time if they're good enough.
Boundary throw in. Big Hamill thumps it forward. It's going to bounce. How's it going to bounce for Thompson? Going to need to feed it behind, I would have thought.
Move it on.
Gives it over to McAvoy. McAvoy's taken the ground. Umpire's found one here, but he might have found the second one there, I reckon. I reckon he's found the second one, and the first one should have gone to the Magpies and McAvoy. Ball comes out towards where Fulton can't mark. Well done by Big Moore again. Comes out to Corey. Net by Neilopoulos. Well picked up by the big fella too. That was very nice. Get out of the way, runner. Comes back out there to Rosinski. Gives it over there to Judson. Judson, the underground handball comes off. Over there to Heffernan Roper. Kicks it high. Looking for something there from... There you go. Oh, big fly. Comes out there to Hamill. Knocks it on. Come back inside there. They can't. They're going to ground again. They're dog tired. Ball comes back outside. It's hit back inside. Barton couldn't take it. Palm Beach just keep their head there. Matty Flynn wins the footy. He's tackled. Gets the ball onto his boot. Comes back inside. And it looks like McAvoy who's going to butter up and chip the ball out to the far side where he's got Val Pope.
And Val Pope leads for the race of the ball, but he's tired. He can hardly lift his legs. Hurries the kick around the body. Who's he got down there? Is it Gillespie? Gives off an intelligent handball to the running player there who shoots on goal. I think that is Heffernan Roper from behind. Magpies big fly, but the ball goes out of bounds, and out of bounds isn't a bad result if they can set up something here.
Oh, they're tired, Griffo. They're dog tired, some of these players, and still a 16-point margin, so the Magpies have got to kick 3 without Palmy kicking any. And as I said, we've gone 15 minutes now into this final quarter.
See if they can manufacture a goal here, the Western Magpies. Palm Beach, though, they're very resolute in defence. They've got the numbers around the footy and they're happy to hold the play up. They just got a spread here, Marty, at the contest.
Yeah, they need to feed the ball behind. They've got numbers behind the contest. They probably need to feed it there. But they do push. Oh, there's young Fowler. Can't take the ball. Comes out to Palm Beach. Good kick out there. Matty Carroll leads in the race for the footy. Taken under it by Dunn. Oh, Dunn's tackled and done a 360. The umpire said no. And I reckon he spun him a fair way there. I reckon it could have been pretty close to the... The umpire saying he handballed it. So umpire Farrah forced it there. And let's face it, the umpires get put under the pump in these type of situations. Good boundary throw in. Comes back out there towards Thompson, leads in the race for the footy. He's going to put... good courage. Is taken high. Certainly was taken high. Double whistle by the umpires and kept his head over the footy of the young fella, which is a fantastic effort for young Matty Thompson. And he hasn't... I don't reckon he's kicked one today, Griffo, and he normally does. I think he's kicked over 38 or 40 goals for the season. And this would be a fantastic goal for them to put him within 10 points.
Gee.
Let's follow him through. Which way is he going to go? He's gone out. He's got it. He's got it. I thought it might have faded to the right, but it's actually held its line. And the Magpies are now within 10 points, so it's certainly a game on here. Here comes our mate who sits in the corridor. He's back out there, so there's obviously a message to be run out. And, it's a game on here, 10-point ball game. 13-7 plays 13-17. Have Palm Beach had that much more of the footy and haven't used it, or the Magpies just been a bit more efficient in the second half?
They look a little bit fresher, Western Magpies.
Which is surprising because they've played every week of the finals, whereas...
Sometimes it can be, sometimes the week's rest can sometimes be a myth.
Yep.
But they just look a little bit fresher, and of course with the aid of the breeze, which we think has dropped, but looking around, it's certainly favouring their end. And they're just getting their hands on the ball far more often. So the ball tumbles in towards half forward, crook bounce. Not to see players going to ground again, as does Ryan Hart. I think that's Fife out there, gathers the ball cleanly. He's got a teammate there in the middle of the ground, and Lowry. He gets it across there to Fisher. Fisher goes one way, then the other needs to dispose of the football, holding the ball.
The umpire's called his handball.
Has he paid holding the ball? No, he hasn't. But here's an opportunity. Reinhardt needs to avoid the water carrier there as he kicks it into one. I went up before acceptance as the defender there for Palm Beach in Matty Dubilar, and the ball's out of bounds.
Jeez. Oh, Robbie, he's had to...
He'll sleep well tonight, Robbie.
He will sleep well tonight, Robbie. He's done well. As Heffernan Roper comes off and Wenham, the extractor, the Iceman, as Champs calls him, comes back out on the ground. Here's the boundary throwing deep into the forward zone for the Western Magpies. Over the top was Drake, I think it was. He punched it forward, it was. And we'll have another boundary thrown in front of the Palm Beach contingent there, and the crowd's added a fair bit of colour today. Griffo, they've been fantastic.
They certainly have. As we, how's the time clock looking, Marty?
We're ticking into
nearly 20 minutes.
19 minutes.
All back into play. 10-point ball game. Big fist there by Carroll. Oh, it comes out there. Is he written into the back?
Taken high. Yep.
Oh dear me.
Yeah, free kick was there.
Yes, it was certainly there.
Val Pope, I think it is.
And this will put them within 4 points. So Val Pope from 15-20 metres out, no angle to speak of, makes absolutely no mistake, and we've got a 4-point ball game in the 2008 Pineapple Hotel Cup grand final. Hope you're enjoying the call and the vision through Dean Davis Productions. And Marty, you would think that Palm Beach need to bounce back and get one quickly on the board, because all the momentum and tide seems to be with the Western Magpies.
Yeah, it does. 20 minutes has ticked over, and you just have to think that the Magpies have got everything going their way, but Palm Beach just looking around. Notice they've got the big blokes off. Obviously Arnold Knight's off. They've got Perez off the ground, Big Bredenord. So it might be Patterson who's off the ground there as well too, as his umpire friend. Let's have a nice straight bounce, give both ruckmen every chance. The bouncing's been good by the umpires in the middle there today, and that's no exception.
Perfect.
A lovely bounce by friend of the experience. Give that one to Lowry. Guess who won that? It was Wenham. Ball comes out there. Hill wins the clearance. Good spoil there by Scubas. Now they're running. Comes out to Scubas. Kicks a mongrel punt, which nearly bounces over the top of Fisher. Comes out to Brzezinski. No, let him play. Let him play. Nothing there.
No, nothing.
Comes outside there where the ball's locked up. Back out there to all done. It's come out the back there, which is going to favour Palm Beach. Well done, the big fella Moore. Fantastic. Gets onto his left foot. Kicks there. But James Drake zones off his man and takes a mark at the true centre half back position.
So the experienced Drake plays on quickly to that outer side. I reckon that's Fife out there on the wing position. Going out wide there towards
that's close.
Corey.
It's
Full.
out.
It's out on the full. So Big Moore will take the resultant free kick. And that's a smart play rather than just to bomb it to the numbers. He kicks it sideways and slightly backwards there to Matty Scubas. Not so sure about that kick to no one in particular. Big pack of players. Palm Beach players run into each other.
Pope.
There's Val Pope again, kicked the last goal, gets it across to his teammate, but not a good kick, and it's out of bounds on the full. So this will give an opportunity for Palm Beach just to gather their thoughts here and try and set up something.
We've got 6 months to get over it though, Griffo, so they've only got, I just noticed our timekeepers told us we've got 7 minutes of playing time to go, so that could be a long quarter. We've played 22 and we've still got 7 to go, so we're going to go well into the 30s again. Hope you've got enough tape, Dino. Barton kicks the ball in the forward line. Scott! Takes the mark. He's taken the mark. And yeah, certainly I thought it was a Magpie bloke's mark, no doubt about that. And should have probably punched from behind there. Young Flynn, he's backed himself to win. And Luke Scott. I don't reckon the Magpies have held the lead all day.
No, they haven't. No.
They haven't.
No.
They haven't. So here we are at the 22-minute mark of the last quarter. Well done by Big Moore. I tell you what, he's pretty close to the medal too, the big fella. He's worked his bum off.
Who's doing the votes for the medal?
Well, Terry Wilson, and there'll be a couple. He's kicked it. Scott's kicked it. And now for the first time in the Pineapple Hotel Cup Grand Final for 2008, the Western Magpies 15-7-97 lead Palm Beach 13-17-95. Scott's kick 2. He could certainly be well in contention, young Moore. His work has been fantastic.
Well, I gave you the better players for Palm Beach before, but when you look through the Magpies, Judson's been consistent all day. Pope's been lively across half forward. Brzezinski's also been pretty consistent all day. Barton with that 4 or 5 goals that he's booted, and the big fella there is
hold the line. Here comes Palm Beach. Hansen takes the mark inside forward 50. Good clearance, and it was that man Reinhardt who won the ball out of the middle again. Gee, how would it be if Palmy take it straight out?
Marty, what happens if it's a draw?
We come back next week, Griffo.
Do we?
Next Saturday.
Whereabouts? Next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
It's AFL Grand Final day.
No, it's preliminary final week.
Oh, is it?
What are you talking about?
Sorry, that's
AFL Q Grand Final Sunday. We've got it all planned. Here's Hansen. Kicks. I tell you what, he's got onto it. It's going to just fade to the right. It's going to need to rush the ball through here. Carroll's got it. Carroll's got it.
Sensational.
Kick the goal. They should have cleared the ball through Palm Beach. And Carroll, ever the opportunist, should have cleared the ball through the Magpies, sorry. Ever the opportunist has kicked the goal. And Palmy are back in front by 4 points. We'd bring it back here next week, wouldn't we?
Back here next week.
Oh, that's a draw.
It's goal for goal though, and gee,
we've played 25 minutes now. Still lots of time to go from what we believe. This quarter could go well into the 30 minutes. Remember, the quarters do go a bit longer because we don't have the footies behind the goals, and once it goes over the fence, it does bide a bit of time. There's the knockout. Well done by Dunn. Knocked the ball forward. McAvoy needs to go hard. Working well off the square was Palm Beach. Comes out to Dyson. Can't pick it up there as Reinhardt. He is dog-tied. Might have grabbed the Magpies player when he didn't have the footy. He did. And it's the Iceman, Richard Wenham.
Yes, he's been dangerous around the packs for Wenham.
Oh, look at this. Janky Kane. Janky Kane gets it, kicks it long into the forward line. Oh, deep at using all his experiences. China Drake.
Read it beautifully.
Yeah, did read it beautifully. And he's been a rock of Gibraltar down there in defence. Where is Gibraltar? You been there?
Good question. Bit of stoppage of play here. Comes out. Just need to be smart. Western Magpies.
Dunn.
As it comes out there to Todd Dunn. Out
good
wide
square up.
to Rajinski.
He's
He'll load
launched.
it up. It's a bit of a finger breaker. Big pack down there. One
Got it,
hand.
got it.
Oh, how did he hold on to that?
It's our boy.
Is that Big Hamill?
Big Barden.
Joshua.
No, it's Scott again. It's Scott again.
Third time lucky. Oh, he's on a tight angle.
He was 3 deep.
Is he a left footer, Marty?
No, he's a right footer.
Someone's rolled their ankle down there.
Was that Big Hamill?
Big Hamill, yeah.
Come on, Dave. Up you get, son. Up you get. You need a shot on goal. I think his boots just come off there, Griffo.
It was a strong mark in a pack situation, wasn't it?
How is he, Dean? What's he done, mate? Holding his ankle.
He's rolled his ankle there.
Well, he needs to clear the mark. Yeah, we might be looking for a stretcher here, I'd say, by the look of things. So the quarter's going to go even longer.
Oh, we'll be here all night.
He's in a bad way.
What time does the footy start tonight?
Yeah, call for a stretcher, boys.
He's breaking his ankle.
Yep. Stretch up.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's in a bad way, young Hamill, and as the stretcher comes out, hopefully we've got some trainers there that are going to help David O'Leary with this stretcher. But yeah, just in the marking contest as he came down, and let's remember Luke Scott's going to have plenty of time to think about this goal, maybe too much time. But yeah, that's bad luck for Big Dave Hamill, who has really injected himself in this second half. So we see De Bono coming off for Perez. They're going a bit taller down that far end. And Perez might even be cramping up, actually. We're getting a bit of a rub here, but let's hope for the best for Big Dave Hamill, because son of Mike Hamill.
Yep.
He's a likeable big fella, and we certainly hope he hasn't done a bad knee injury. What do you think, Dino? It's an ankle, is it? Left ankle, by the look of things. And yeah, this is going to lead to after 5 o'clock finish. Luckily, we've got this beautiful clear day. It's no clouds, so we're not worried about light or anything
Don't
like
need
that.
the lights on?
No.
So, can I just take him straight off the boundary, Marty? What happens?
You'd certainly think they would. They are going to. And well, fantastic by the crowd too, because that's the Palm Beach people down there.
Yeah.
They're giving him a big round of applause there too. So, well done to the medical staff. It's for the volunteers that we have in all competitions.
Billy Whitehead's down there attending to him too.
Billy's out there, is he?
He's there, right on the ball, right on the money.
Excellent.
Anyway, let's get back to the footy, Marty.
Here's Scott. Need this, and gee, they're tapping those boards. I tell you what, I think he's kicked it. He's missed it. He's missed it. Maybe had a bit too much time. Too much time to think about it there, Griffo. But gee, look out for that sign there.
Like they're kicking it, Marty.
Remember that fence that gave away Cooperoo last year at the State Association? Plays on.
So who came on for Big Hamill? Someone come on the ground?
Someone would have come on through here, but certainly didn't see it. Jubilar's kick there, and once again, James Drake. No 50 there. He was just running through. Drake using all his experience. We've played 29 minutes now, Griffo, but this quarter certainly I would have thought would go about 35 minutes, given the hold-ups we've had. And there's Matty Carroll. 2 point, what's that, a 3-point lead to Palm Beach currently.
Yes, 3-point lead, and the ball's in the hands there of Palm Beach, and they just seem quite content to slow proceedings down as they go out wide, and the ball goes out of bounds. They've been pretty good in the stoppages, Western Magpies, in the second half, so it'll be interesting to see if they can manufacture a clearance here. As the ball comes back into play, show of strength there by both ruckmen, big pack of players. Oh, it comes out here to number 12 there for Palm Beach. McAvoy's been pretty good in the second half. Looking out there for Pope eventually, but they can't gather the footy. It's out of bounds again. So 101 plays 98, 14-17 to 15-8. Still plenty of time for both of these sides as the ball comes back into play. No one can get a decisive hit at. Brzezinski was in there for the Magpies. Need a clean possession, releases the handball, but someone's been tackled high.
Janky Kane, I'd say.
Janky Kane. Now, he might just be happy to bomb it long. He goes in towards centre half forward. Palm Beach have got the numbers. Relieving mark there, and it's a safe pair of hands there by Chris Patterson. And he's happy to fan the ball out wide. And he finds his teammate in, is that Darryl Dyson out there?
It might be Blue Boots Baker, I think.
Blue Boots Baker. He goes towards a wing position, happy to hug the boundary, but it's a good pair of hands though. And Corey? That's, is it Lowry?
Lowry. Both.
So Lowry kicks it long. It's a bit of a floater. Oh, reading it nicely there is Adrian Hill. Hill will kick it towards the half-forward flank. Good work there by Reinhardt. Good contested footy there by the Western Magpies. And that's out of bounds again. How much longer to go, Marty? Not much longer.
No, not much at all.
So, next goal wins.
Absolutely. No doubt. We're at the 31-minute mark. Probably, I reckon, about a minute and a half to go. Griffo, the Magpies need to get the ball down right of screen. There's the thrower. Good knock there by Hill. Comes out. Here's their chance, the Magpies. Always kicked it high up in the air. It's going to require a bit of courage to go for that one. It pitches and bounces. Oh, missing the ball was Fife. Here's their chance now. Comes out to Heffernan Roper. Heffernan Roper gets it. Squares the ball, kicks it up. Who can mark it there? Scott can't mark. Comes out to Gillespie. Gillespie can't win it, and the ball goes out of bounds. We stop the clock again, Griffo.
Stop the clock. Who are the timekeepers here today, Mark?
Mark Duke.
Right.
Mark's doing a great job down there. Doing a fantastic job there. This will be a cliffhanger. Absolute cliffhanger. I still reckon we've got a bit over a minute to go, Griffo. There's the boundary throw in. Barton wins it. One by Lowry, knocks it down. Palm Beach go to take it. Oh, might have dished it off. One by the Magpies, kicked across the shoulder. Oh, it's gone through. No, who's kicked it? It's Rosinsky. No, it was, I can't pick it. I think it might have been Fowler. Don't know who's kicked it. But I tell you what he's done, he's put the Magpies in front by 3 points, and I reckon we've got about a minute to go, Griffo.
You said a minute to go 3 minutes ago.
Extra time.
So what do you do here, Marty? Do you stack your back line if you're the Western Magpies?
I'll tell you what, you get in the square to start off with if you're both teams, because...
What about the water carrier in the square?
Both got four. What if you go by a free kick now?
What about the water carrier?
You're going to give away a free kick this
blow the whistle.
Get out of the square.
Blow the whistle. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh.
One by Burford. Burford hits the ball forward. Comes out there towards Palmy. Bring the ball forward again. Here we go. There's still another. Is there another twist to this tail? One by Corey Fulton. Kicks the ball around the corner. Big iron. Drops what he should have taken. Comes back inside. Handballs the ball over the back. Can't come out. Gets it and kicks it in. Can they take a mark? Palm Beach. No. Spoiled. Comes out to Johnson. The Magpies are off to the races. They just need to hang on to the footy. Taken by Heffernan Roper. Over to Wenham. Wenham takes it out. And he's tackled. Comes back out to Scott. Scott kicks it down. And leading in the race for the footy, or backing back. Misses the mark was McAllister. McAllister still looking for the footy. Not long to go. Chips the ball back inside.
Only a minute to go,
Only a minute to go. Comes out to Flynn. Flynn gets the ball. Kicks it forward. Taken there by Bloom. Bloom needs to chip over the top to Reinhardt. Kicks the ball forward where it's taken there by Dyson. Dyson needs to dish it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's going to... There's a siren! The Magpies have won it. The Magpies have won it. The Western Magpies have won the 2008 Pineapple Hotel Cup. Sorry to steal the commentary for the last bit, but we had to hang on to it. The Magpies 16-8, 104 have defeated Palm Beach 14-17, 101 in an absolute classic. An absolute classic here at Merrimack Oval, and a fantastic win to the Western Magpies, and fantastic to see Craig O'Brien pushing straight across there to shake hands with Paulie Grantel. It's a fantastic token there by Craig, and well done to the Western Magpies, Griffo. They were gone for all money. Look out, don't take Bart's photo, whatever you do. Don't take Bart's photo, you'll put it up at nightclubs.
Just that sign, mate.
Good on you, mate.
Hold it up straight, Bart, if you're going to hold it up, son. So,
Marty, we just got to make sure that the goal umpires are...
oh, I noticed there the Bill's in there checking the card. So there's all clear. All clear's come off. And, gee, I tell you what, that's one of the tightest of all times. There's the umpires. Bill's operating the security there with the umpires. Keep your camera on Bill there. He's pointing over towards the rooms. There's quite a few of them heading off, but certainly, well, I'm lost for words, Gripper. I'm
unbelievable.
Absolutely lost for words. They have kicked 6 goals to 2 goals straight in the last quarter.
What was the score at half time, Marty?
8-8 to 5-2 at half time.
So in the second half,
24 points. The second half
have kicked what?
11 goals to 6.
Right.
11 goals 6 to 6 goals 9.
Right.
And gee, we've got to start to think about who we're going to give our votes to for the medal. And I'll certainly let you give your best players as we try and track down the great Terry Wilson to see who's going to be voting for, so we can certainly let people know who the medal's going to be going to.
So final score here at Merrimack Oval in what was an absolute thrilling finish to the 2008 season. The Western Magpies came from behind 16-8, 104, 3-point victors over Palm Beach 14-17, 101.